march on till victory is won. Victory is won. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's a kids' day here in the Twin Cities. Cloudy day, as we've observed there. A little bit of snow outside my window, which means the temperatures are rising a little bit here. Good news for all of us. I hope you're well wherever you are, close or far away. I hope it's warm where you are, either physically or metaphorically there, that your hearts are warm and you're ready to embrace this great Take 5 community today for a Kids Day episode. And boy, do we have a good one in store for us all today. Many of you may know a little bit about our hidden figure today. Her name is Katherine Johnson, and she was known as one of the computers who made all things go as it relates to NASA. But there's a little bit more to her story as well, in the ways that she opened the gates for women to be involved in sciences in a way that no others had done before her, and especially Black women as well. So delighted to introduce you to Katherine and to this wonderful book as well for kids today. And we have a fabulous song from the Negro spiritual tradition, which highlights another component of the Negro spiritual. Let's take stock of how you're doing this morning, friends. Check out what your body is telling you today. Wiggle those toes. Rub those feet into the ground there. Feel some connection to the earth beneath you there. Put some good energy out there as well. Let's take our hands, inhaling up to embrace the day. Maybe it's sunshine where you are. Maybe it's cloudy like it is here. Visualize what you want to see. Exhale it out. One more time. Inhale it in, reaching up. In, stretch, lean back, and exhale into the air. Put your goodness into the atmosphere one more time. Put your love into the atmosphere. Put your hope into the world. Keep opening up there, reaching behind yourself there. Little scapular retraction there, opening up the front of the chest, tightening the muscles in the shoulder and the back. And take that into a nice Wednesday hug. It's good to hear from so many of you, to see so many familiar hellos. And if you're not someone who regularly watches Take 5 and sings with us, please chime in and say hello with us as well, whether you are on YouTube or Facebook. The family's all here, and it's time to sing together today. So today, let's just start our first exercise with Out of This World, because that's what we're thinking of today in our inspiration. Out of this world. Here we go. Out of this world, out of this world, out of this world, out of this world, out of this world. Two more. Out of this world, out of this world, out of this world. Now, our featured person today is a mathematician, so she's good with numbers. Let's do a little bit with numbers to warm us up today. See how our brains are working. So we're going to use the numbers 1 through 8. And we're going to do it like this. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. You get the idea? We're going to take it all the way up to 8. 1, 2, ready, here we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that you got it, let's do it again, up a step here, and we'll keep it kind of slow so our brains can work this morning. We're just singing a major scale with numbers. Ready? Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you're really feeling creative, take it from the top and come down on your own. 8, 8, and 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 7, 8. I won't do that for all of us today. Let's do one more exercise together here. We're going to sing, I hope it's warm today, because no matter where we are in the country, it's a chilly sight out there. So let's think of warmth. I hope it's warm today. 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 2 more. I hope it's warm today. I hope it's warm today. And it already feels warmer to me. All right, cool. I see some of you did well with the exercise and some of your brains couldn't work. Some of you had flashbacks to the youth choir. All of that's good. However you engage that exercise, it's all good on this day. So today I'm delighted to introduce you or reintroduce you to Katherine Johnson, and I'll talk more about this wonderful book here for kids, a computer called Katherine, written by Suzanne Slade, which really does a great job of bringing her life to a place where kids can understand and engage with it. She was born in 1918, born in West Virginia. She started school at age 10 and very quickly progressed. She skipped 1st grade and she skipped 5th grade. She moved so quickly that she went past her older brother, and she graduated from college at the age of 18 with degrees in mathematics and French, summa cum laude, which means she probably had a perfect GPA there. She's one of the first black women to work for NASA as a scientist. As you may know, many of you heard the movie Hidden Figures, right? And black women and women were computers. They were used to compute these amazingly complex mathematical computations. Well, Katherine went a step further because she just kept asking questions, and this was a pattern throughout her life where she just wanted to know more and ask questions. She asked enough questions that they actually invited her to be a part of the team that began to plan these missions, so much so that she's responsible for the trajectory. She did the flight trajectory of the first American in space. That was Alan Shepard in 1961. 1962, February 20th, just a few days away from an anniversary, John Glenn became the first American to orbit the Earth. That was a flight path that she did. And then in 1969, even though they had computers to do this work, John Glenn, as the story goes, Neil Armstrong and John Glenn would not get on a ship and do this without Katherine verifying the figures. And so in 1969, she designed the path and approved the path for Neil Armstrong to get to the moon and to get back. And all went according to plan. Obviously, you can read more about her and watch the movie Hidden Figures to learn more about her. These 2 quotes are really exciting to me. For all our young ladies out there listening today, girls are capable of doing anything and everything that men are capable of doing. She grew up in a time where women weren't allowed to be in math and science, and so she paved the way to say, no, this is as important as 3 + 2 = 5. This should happen. And then for all of us out there, a reminder, if we want to know, let's ask questions, because there's no such thing as a dumb question. So thinking of Katherine and going out of this world and taking us into outer space, some would say she took us closer to heaven. And so I thought today we would sing a Negro spiritual that comes from the category known as jubilee songs. Katherine received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from President Obama in 2015, and then she was honored again in 2019 with another gold crown kind of medal. And so we're going to sing this wonderful spiritual, I Got a Robe. It's playful, it's joyful. It goes like this. I got a robe, you got a robe, all of God's children got a robe. When I get to heaven, gonna put on my robe, gonna shout all over God's heaven. Heaven, heaven. Everybody's talking about heaven, ain't a going there. Heaven, heaven. Gonna shout all over God's heaven. Sing with me, next verse. I got shoes, you got shoes. All of God's children got shoes. When I get to heaven, gonna put on my shoes, gonna walk all over God's heaven. Heaven, heaven. Everybody's talking about heaven, ain't a going there. Heaven, heaven. Gonna walk all over God's heaven. I got a harp, you got a harp. All of God's children got a harp. When I get to heaven, gonna play on my harp, gonna play all over God's heaven. Heaven, heaven. Everybody's talking about heaven, ain't a going there. Heaven, heaven. Gonna play all over God's heaven. One more verse. I got a crown, you got a crown. All of God's children got a crown. When I get to heaven, gonna put on my crown, gonna shine all over God's heaven. Heaven, heaven. Everybody's talking about heaven, ain't a going there. Heaven, heaven. Gonna shine all over God's heaven. What I love about that Jubilee song, there's so much optimism and joy in all the things that we have in our minds and in our hearts. And the enslaved Africans who wrote that song might not have had all of those physical things, but they could see it and they could claim it in the stories of liberation that they adopted in their faith tradition. And let us all today claim our robe, our shoes, our harp, and our crown, and let's go out and let's shine, metaphorically and physically, shine on everybody we encounter. Let's be like the Katherine Johnsons of the world, and let's knock down doors to make it a better place. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Black Excellence today with Take 5 of GPS. We'll be back tomorrow morning with another hidden figure that we'll share. Be well, everybody.